But apparently, I guess, now villages have new mobs that spawn there and stuff like that. Like, I think there are cats and there are some kind of iron golems that protect the village, and I think that'd just be interesting to kind of see, because I've never seen it. And I didn't really want to watch a video on YouTube to see it, because I'd wanted to see it firsthand and sort of, you know, you guys can hear my impressions of it the second I see it, and not kind of have that ruined by me watching a YouTube video of it first. That's kind of the general outlook I have on a lot of my LPs, is that if I'm playing a game to do an LP of, I don't really like to watch videos of that game while I'm doing the LP. Like with Minecraft, I noticed that once I started playing it and recording it, I start to watch a lot less of other people's Minecraft videos. And I didn't really watch a ton of Minecraft to begin with, but even now, I definitely watch a lot less than I used to. And you know, part of me kind of attributes to the fact that I don't want what happens in other videos to seep into mine, I guess, if that makes any sense. I don't know, something about that, I just get this feeling that if I watch too many Minecraft videos, then the experience will get kind of diluted. And I'm going to go ahead and fist fight this guy, and I don't think I have any chance of surviving this, actually. Yeah, it looks like my health is almost gone. I'm going to have to take a loss here, I think, because I'm pretty much dead. Yeah, oh well, respawn. Nothing of real value was lost. Let's just sleep it off. I didn't want to live anymore anyway, just because it was nighttime. Didn't really want to run around looking for a village at night. Haha, you're burning up in the sunlight. How about that? But yeah, so, I mean, and it's not just Minecraft, other videos too, like, I stopped watching the Zelda games. Actually, that was another thing. Right around the time I started to play Skyward Sword, it seemed like every single person was doing, like, a blind Let's Play of Skyward Sword, so I pretty much had to tune out everyone that I was subscribed to, because I subscribed to a good handful of Let's Players, and that was pretty much what they were all doing, and I didn't want to have the game spoiled for me. And the problem with that is that I'm a really slow gamer. When I buy a game, I don't always power through it in a week. Like, I mean, if I want to play Skyward Sword start to finish in like a marathon session, I totally could do that. But I typically don't play games that way. I kind of break it up into chunks over long periods of time. And I mean, that shows in the fact that Skyward Sword, I bought it at launch, which was in November, and I only just beat it the other day, so I mean, I guess that's some sort of reflection on how long it takes me to actually beat a game when I'm not doing a Let's Play of it, when I'm not kind of pressured to complete it in a reasonable amount of time. Then I like to take my time and dawdle and kind of mess around with the game. And so I found myself tuning out, I tuned out a lot of the people I was subscribed to because, I don't know, I just didn't want the game spoiled for me. But, you know, now that I beat it, I can go ahead and watch whatever I want, which is awesome. But, yeah. Speaking of Minecraft, though, I don't want to get too far off the subject, but something else that I really have started to do at my universities in classes that I find boring is to just bring my laptop and play Minecraft to sort of kill time. And, I mean, that's really bad, isn't it? Like, I'm not the kind of person who normally would do that. I try my best in my classes. Like, I'm not a super hard worker or anything. I'll admit, I'm actually really rather lazy. In fact, I'm incredibly lazy, but it's just that I've taken to kind of slacking off in a few of the classes that I find boring. Because this is the thing about going to a university, is that it's more or less like high school, how you have general requirements, or at least that's how it is where I'm going, here in the United States. I don't know what country some of you guys might be from, but if you're not from the US, maybe your system is different. In fact, I think that the college or university systems, or whatever it's called over in Europe, I've heard from friends, from exchange students who've come from different countries from Europe, that typically their systems are a lot different from here in the United States. They tend to be a lot more specialized and focused, whereas at the universities in the United States, or at least the one that I go to, you have these general requirements and everything, kind of like high school, how you have to have a set number of credits in every subject area to kind of, I guess the point is to be well-rounded and fully developed in your knowledge. And that kind of makes sense to a degree, but I was kind of over that by the end of high school. Even in high school, I didn't really like that, just because it seems like once you have an idea, really, of what you're good at and what you want to be in terms of, like, career orientation, and once you've developed an idea of, yes, I want to do something in this part of the workforce, like I want to be a psychologist, then I think you should just be able to take psychology classes and classes that are relative to psychology, and not necessarily have to, say, take classes that are completely irrelevant to what you're doing. Like, maybe psychology isn't a good example of this. Let me think. Like, say you want to be an English major. Why is it important as an English major to take a class, say, like biology? Because, to me, I don't see the inherent value in taking some of these courses and in having so many general requirements that you have to fulfill. And sorry, Mr. Cow, but I'm almost dead here. I need to... Or not almost dead, but I'm starving here, so I need to get some food in my tummy. Om nom nom. But yeah... So, I mean, it's just something where in these classes, because, I mean, I'm actually taking classes right now that I have no interest in, and it seems really bad because when you're attending a university, you're paying for each class, so there's a fee assigned to each course you take. So if you're taking 4 classes, it's a different cost than if you're taking, say, 6 or 7. And so to be in those extra classes to fulfill my general requirements, it feels like both a waste of time and money and effort on the part of myself and the professor. And actually another problem with the general requirements thing and having to take classes that aren't necessarily relevant to what you want to learn, I find that to be a huge issue for other people. And what I mean by that is... in universities, you have a set number of seats available in a class. So the way that works, if you guys are in high school or middle school or whatever, I don't really know the general age of my viewers, but I'm guessing that some of you aren't in college yet or haven't attended college maybe. And if that's the case, basically the way it works is that you have a limited number of seats available in the class. So say there's a biology class that seats 25 people. That means that the first 25 people to sign up for it get to be in the class, and the professor can't teach anybody more. So if you're number 26, you're kind of out of luck, and you just have to take it a different term. Well, with general requirements, I feel like if I'm in a class that doesn't interest me, and I'm kind of slacking off in it, and the class is full, I feel bad, because that kind of means that, say there was somebody, like whoever 26 was, didn't get to be in the class. And maybe to number 26, the class would have been interesting, it would have been relevant. And it's just by virtue of me having taken their spot to fulfill some dumb, stupid general requirement thing, that they kind of get kicked out of a topic that's interesting to them. And I think that's really bad, personally, because I would like to think that if you're in a course at a university, it's because it interests you, not because you have to take it in order to get your degree. And I know, like, people are going to say that there's practical uses for most of these classes, but I mean, really, some of them are just not that practical in terms of every single profession. And there are going to be classes that you have to take that hold no relevance, and you only take them because you're told you have to. So, I thought that was over in high school, but nope, college does that, and college does that almost to a much worse degree, I would say.